Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Whiteley, and this is your Golf Central update. Well, this week the PGA Tour is headed to Innisbrook Resort and Golf Club for the Valspar Championship. World #1 Dustin Johnson in the field, and he caught up with our very own Steve Bukowski.
Yeah, it's a good, tough track. I mean, you got to use all of the clubs in your bag. It's you don't have to shoot many under par to each day just to to have a chance to win on Sunday. So that's something that I really like about the golf course. And yeah, I mean, you know it's going to play difficult.
That said, how does it maybe change your game plan as opposed to a different week on the PGA Tour?
Well, I mean, the game plan, this golf course, it kind of forces you to hit it in certain spots, and you've got it. That's just what you have to do. So I enjoy playing here. Maybe not earlier in my career, I didn't really like it too much, but I do now, just because obviously I feel like I got a lot better handle on the game and can control the ball a little bit better. But you still got to come out and execute shots here.
It's been a couple months since your last top 10 finish. That was at Riviera. Where's sort of the state of your game, and where do you need to be to get back to contending every week?
Yeah, I feel like I'm really close. Just the only thing that I feel like that's not quite as sharp is just the iron game has been a little bit off. It was Hilton Head. Again, I mean, I finished 13th, but I drove it really well. I felt like I was putting pretty good. Just wasn't hitting it close enough to the flag, and so just work on that a little bit. But I feel like the game is really close to being good again.
How do you fine-tune those things week to week to try to get them all together at the same time?
Just for me, just keep working at it. I mean, eventually it's gonna come back around.
Almost coming to the month of May, the season's quickly getting behind us. What are your goals moving forward with a lot of big things on tap over the next few months?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a big part of the year. So I feel like too, I really haven't played that much. I mean, since the last year, especially with COVID, I felt like I was playing all the time, and I think that's the biggest difference is just I need to get some more reps and keep playing. But it's got a big stretch coming up, so looking forward to it. And a lot of big events.
So DJ looking to get some more reps in Florida this week. He'll be teeing up at 11 past 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursday alongside Justin Thomas and Joaquin Neiman, and the world #2 caught up with Burko.
I love this golf course. I love the tournament. It's just it's in that list of kind of a handful of events that I would love to play every year if I could. It's just the scheduling is tough, and you unfortunately have to miss some events sometimes that you don't want to. But I was glad it worked out. It's just such a tremendous golf course, tee to green, and I've gotten to make some good friends here, so it's nice to be back with them, and yeah, it's nice being back.
Why do you enjoy the challenge this course presents?
It's just in front of you. It's not anything tricked up. You have to play well. The fairways are narrow. The greens are small, severe. It kind of can get in the trees, so you get a lot of wind switches. I think it's a ball striker's course. Put the ball in the fairway. I mean, you can shoot a good score, but it's one of those places you kind of rack up those 2, 3, 4 unders. Like you're going to be right there and have a really good chance.
Third start since winning the Players Championship. Where is your game right now as we're entering a really busy and critical stretch for you?
It's getting there. I mean, it's never where I want it to be, but I mean, I enjoyed the time off. I needed it. I always like it, kind of a release and just get away after Augusta and try to reset, almost like kind of break the season up a little bit. And no, I mean, I'm just glad to be rested and excited to be here. But no, always working on the game.
What do you work on when you step away and try to reset?
I mean, just trying to fine tune. I mean, I think one thing I've learned is I don't necessarily need to attack everything in my weaknesses. I need to continue to work on my strengths and sprinkle in some stuff I want to get better as well. I mean, for me, I've really been working hard off the tee, trying to drive the ball better with driver and 3-wood, and really, dial in my long irons. That was something I did really, really well at Sawgrass that I felt like was the reason I won. I hit some key long irons into those par 5s and made a couple of eagles and hit some really good drives when I needed to. So I feel like the short irons and wedges are something that I can lean on at times, and if I can continue to kind of keep those somewhat sharp and tighten up that back end of the bag, I feel like I can do pretty well.
Well, one man who may try to stop the world number 1 and 2 in their tracks, that is two-time defending champion Paul Casey. Having won in 2018 and 2019, he is going for the hat-trick this week.
Well, I retained the trophy in 2020 by default, didn't I? It feels really good. I mean, it's a place that you can't argue when you've won the championship twice. You feel good turning up. It feels good. See my face along with all the other previous champions of this tournament on the driveway on the way in is pretty cool now with 2 dates next to it. I think it's one of the finest golf courses we play on the PGA Tour. It's well supported. Tracy West, the Copperheads, everybody in this area have always put on a great event. I think it's rated really highly by the players. Maybe that doesn't show in. Look, we've got a great field this week, but I always say why don't more guys play this event, because it is so cool. But yeah, I'm ecstatic, and finally, after being the first event that was cancelled, not even postponed when we got into the pandemic, it was the week after the Players' Championship. They didn't have an opportunity even to kind of, sort of not make amends, but sort of play the championship. So it's been a long wait for everybody, including myself, and excited to be back. Why do you think your game matches up so well with this layout? This is a ball striker's golf course, and it requires every club in the bag, but it requires a lot of long, let's say 200, near enough 200 yards sort of plus long irons or medium to long irons into very small targets, and that's something I do well. You've got to drive it well, there's no question, but yeah, you just got to step up and hit some great shots, and the golf course dictates what you need to do. Ideally, if you can move it both ways, that's an advantage. You don't have to, but yeah, it's like you got to putt well and do all the other things well, and you're going to miss greens, so chipping and putting's key. But yeah, kind of 200 yards or so is guys are going to be tested. That said, where is the state of your game as you try to win this for a third consecutive time? I think it's pretty good. It's been a good start to the season. My win in Dubai on the European Tour, a bunch of top 10 starting out on the PGA Tour. It's probably gone a little bit quiet, but then I'm trying to figure out. We've got 3 majors left. We've got a bunch of great stuff. Obviously, for me, there's trying to get into Ryder Cup, trying to qualify for the Olympics, if it still happens. There's a lot of question marks and a lot of stuff to kind of plan towards, and then obviously FedEx Cup at the end of the season and things like that. So I got a lot on my plate, and I'm trying to figure out when to take the time off, how to get the game in the perfect shape so it's peaking it. Try to peak every single week. That's not possible, but after a miscut in Hilton Head, that's maybe not a bad thing. A little reassess and get back on it. How better are you at this point of your career of doing that, of managing, of balancing, of trying to pick your moments and weeks? It's still tricky. My life I try to simplify it, and it gets more and more complicated. The kids get older, there's more commitments. I'm now off to swim practice and football, soccer, and it's taekwondo. I mean, it's difficult, but it's a fun thing trying to balance that. It is what it is. I'm still incredibly motivated, and lots of things I'd like to achieve.
So, Paul Casey, your 2-time defending champion at the Valspar Championship. Coverage gets underway on Thursday on Golf, 2 till 6 p.m. Eastern. We will see you there. Have a wonderful evening.